What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from TheQuartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. It appears that Cracker Barrel has fallen. The breakfast staple restaurant for, I don't know, just about everybody has now come under fire from people on Twitter over some interesting pride decisions. I never really understood Cracker Barrel. Like, their breakfast is okay. But what I have to respect about them is that they are literally always packed. The one by my house is busy from 6 in the morning until 6 at night, jam packed, no breaks. When I lived in Louisville, we had a Cracker Barrel where I was by my apartment I was living in, packed all day. There was like a slight lull at like 2:30 in the afternoon. Sure, it's bacon and eggs and it's fine, but it's consistent, it's predictable, and it does have some home style feel to it, which people like. But now they have come under fire because no one is safe. I noticed yesterday, Cracker Barrel has fallen was trending on Twitter because, of course. Now, again, you would think, I just don't understand this. Like, you would think by now, right? You would think by now that companies would just keep it light. Keep it, a little muted because people are really lashing out over almost everything. And Cracker Barrel released this tweet, or this Facebook post, first of all, which I think is relatively, look, for me, I can say from my personal perspective, I really don't care about the generic, we are big company pride posts. My line's always been, leave the kids alone, okay? And I think that that's most people's. However, I acknowledge that the current environment is people are just basically sick of it all. We have to endure something like 163 days out of 365 days on the calendar year that are dedicated to some section of the LGBTQ community, and they represent a tiny percentage of the overall population, and people are just sick of it. People are sick of getting bombarded with this stuff everywhere they go, telling you have to like these people because if not, you're a bad person. And what I'm saying is, it's creating a lot of negative reactions. People are starting to, it's undoing all the progress that this community has had. Now where it's almost like they let in a small a couple of those extra letters on the end, and now everything's gone to heck. It really seems like that. It used to be just LGB and now it's LGBTQIA plus plus. All the extra stuff at the end, those are the people that are screwing it up for Cracker Barrel, I think, or for Pride, for the gay community. They put, we're excited to celebrate Pride Month with our employees and guests. Everyone is always welcome at our table and our rainbow rocker. Again, to me, this is pretty inoffensive. But now they have this kind of stuff, bringing the front porch to Pride. This year, Cracker Barrel's focus will be part of Pride Experience. We had 2 locations in the park, both equipped with seating areas and coverage for people to sit down and cool off, while allowing for natural conversation in the Cracker Barrel spirit of hospitality. We can bring the front porch to Pride. And so they had rainbow chairs or whatever. Again, this is relatively, oh shoot, I almost forgot to say, how I told everyone we're doing this crossover snapback hat for the Quartering coffee brand coffee. Those, I'm doing a one-time order of those, by the way, that ends on Friday. Not today, but next Friday. Opened up international shipping on it. Now, I can't promise it's not going to be a ripoff. It's all calculated by whatever UPS. I opened up DHL. Every way possible to make this affordable. I'm not marking up shipping, but I suspect there will be some countries where it's not wild. And by the way, if you want to get a hat and you're international, might as well pick up a couple or pick up some other merch or some other stuff because you're going to pay to ship at one time anyway. But anyway, international is now going. We're doing a one-time order of this hat. It supports TheQuartering, my channel, and obviously Coffee Brand Coffee, my business. But I think it's a nice, subtle little logo. I like the hats that I wear, so you don't have to feel like a billboard. So pick that up. Link in the description. I'm going to order it one time only, so get 2 maybe. Cracker Barrel, once anti-gay, celebrates Pride, and the haters flip. The Cracker Barrel chain of family restaurants surprised many today when it posted a positive Pride message on their Facebook account. The company, based in Lebanon, Tennessee, and staple of South and suburban America for over 50 years, responded to positive tweets about its Facebook post. Quite shocked that Cracker Barrel, based out of Lebanon, Tennessee, about 30 minutes west of me, just shared this. Pride. Thanks for sharing. Our team takes pride in creating a welcoming, safe atmosphere where people can enjoy time. Like, I don't, like I'm saying, I don't care about this. Dude, like, I don't care about if LGBT people want to enjoy greasy ham and eggs for breakfast. It doesn't bother me at all. It's the like going too far. Or it's like we support teachers teaching stuff, or it's, or we donate money to the GLSEN, which puts these books in. These are the things, it's pretty safe just to be like, hey, cool, happy Pride Month. Like, that's fine. I know for an absolute fact I have many LGBTQ viewers, and like I've always gone out of my way to say, like, I love and hate all people equally, and I don't have any issues with people doing what they want to do on their own time, as long as it's legal. I'm not even like a religious guy, so I don't have any I don't have any feelings about it that way. Just, let's talk about sports, or let's talk about remote control cars. I don't really care who you sleep with. I mean, I know that's probably pretty reductive, and maybe that rubs some people the wrong way, but I literally don't care. Like, if you're sleeping with another adult, a willing participant, none of my business. Don't care whatsoever. It's just, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like pride fatigue. I don't know. I've never had a problem with the LGBTQ community or the gay community. So all this push, like, accept. I do accept. Please stop pummeling me. Anyway, the restaurant chain, known for its quirky gift shops and addicting peg solitaire games for its as its stick to your ribs fare, has actually been celebrating Pride and pushing rainbow-themed products for the last few years. Many people still remember the company's intolerant past when they openly discriminated against LGBTQ employees in the early 1990s and fired several gay workers. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a very basic position to have. Like, you shouldn't fire somebody just because who they sleep with off the clock. Maybe unless it's the boss. So the evolution of Cracker Barrel now remains news to many, especially conservatives, who, not surprisingly, voice their dismay and anger. We take no pleasure in reporting that Cracker Barrel has fallen. A once family-friendly establishment has caved to the mob. I mean, it says, at the time of the press, Cracker Barrel has not succumbed to anti-LGBTQ plus mob that has taken aim at other corporations voicing support for the queer community, like Budweiser and Target. And again, Budweiser, this is what I'm talking about. There's nuance to the outrage that people on the left don't want to understand. And maybe some people who are even a part of it don't get. Just because I don't agree with somebody like, oh, they posted a generic pride message, let's boycott them. I don't agree with that. I don't feel like that. Do what you want, but keep it away from kids. Target got it because they had their tuck-friendly swimsuits and their books called Bye Bye Binary and others that were targeted towards young people with this, baby clothes and stuff like that. Very simple. Bud Light got it because they sent a bunch of money to a walking insult to women, Dylan Mulvaney, a man in woman face, many believe, and that's why they got it. It wasn't because Bud Light posted a generic pride message or support for the LGBTQ community. Bud Light has been doing that for 20 years. In fact, Bud Light is the beer of choice, at least it was this year, of many in the LGBTQ community. So the idea that, people are suddenly like, wait, you can't support, look at this line. Why would you wait in line this long for Cracker Barrel? This is nuts. I've never seen a line like that. Cracker Barrel has fallen. Southern restaurant chains get the latest get criticized. I predict that nobody's going to boycott Cracker Barrel for this. It's pretty easy to say, like, yeah, here's another brand getting woke. It's Pride Month. Let's point and laugh or whatever. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to end up skipping out on their grits over this, I don't think. If there's more stuff going on where they have, again, if they're funneling money to groups that are nefarious or groups that do stuff that most people don't like or things of that nature, that's different. You know, even this tweet itself, which generated the trend, only got to 2,800 likes. So I'm not exactly sure. Haven't been since they screwed up the Sunday chicken. Now it's a frozen baked garbage. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I think people need to pay attention, pick their spots wisely, and I think Cracker Barrel is probably not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is you getting your pre-order in for the Quartering Coffee Brand Coffee one-time only crossover snapback hat, which will start shipping July 25th. But we're doing a one-time drop of this design. That's how we're going to do all the merch going forward. We'll just do a drop every 2 months of something that people can get one time only. So there's some exclusivity, something cool about having it. It's not just some generic merch. I'm not a designer, but I worked really hard on this, and because I wanted it to be something that, you know, didn't make you feel like a walking billboard. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you know, you know, otherwise it's just a cool hat, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.